IMDb, and she said, he's got 15 things in development. I don't know what that experience is. All I know is that this script dropped through my letterbox. Alison Deegan wrote it, whatever it says on the screenplay credit. Jeremy Brock and I worked there as kind of structural engineers, moving things around and making them financeable. But it's her script. It's her first film script. She knew me because I had a kind of talking, working relationship with her husband, Sebastian Barry, who's a wonderful novelist and playwright. And it landed through my letterbox. There was 180 pages of it, and she's dyslexic. So there was no punctuation. Well, I say that, there were actually commas after every 2 words.
And this is sort of an archaic dialogue too, so that makes it even harder probably.
Well, and also she's Irish, and in a way that's what I loved about the script, is that you know, there's that slightly heightened quality to the Irish version of English, and that was evident. And dyslexia aside, I kind of fell for it immediately, and then it just had to wait until I was ready. But right from the beginning, to answer your question, Kate Winslet's character is, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure you do, a complete invention. It's a fantasy. And I know some people have had problems saying this film is implausible, and you go, yep. That's the point. This is a strong, independent woman with a profession, and in 17th century France, and that couldn't have happened. Women were decorative objects that high up in society. Yeah, they were cooking and cleaning and sewing and, you know, menial tasks. But so this is very much a script written from a feminist standpoint. Sabine didn't exist. Louis, we know, did exist. Lenotre did exist, except at the time of this story he would have been 70. Not so good for a love story, so he sliced 35 years off his age. And yes, that garden that is built at the end of the film is, I don't think it's called the Rock Grove, I think it's called the Salle de Bal, and it is an outdoor ballroom. It does exist at Versailles in exactly the position that we show it in at the end of the movie. And if you see a film ever called Le Roi Danse, you'll see that they actually filmed in it. And James Merrifield, our production designer, did an incredible job copying something that really exists at Versailles with a working fountain.
So let's talk a little bit more about that. I mean, in some ways, the way that you sketched it out, it almost sounds like you were thinking of it as fantasy. So what is sort of what were the rules of this world that you were creating? I mean, where does the history start and the sort of invention begin, as it were?
Well, I suppose, I mean, everything, I was saying to you earlier, that, or to an interviewer, not you, to somebody else who was talking to you. Somewhere along the line in the editing process, and this was quite a long one, not that I didn't know this, but it always comes and hits you around the side of the face. A film asserts itself